All right, folks, the hood's already up. Can it be revived? Is there any revival? Is there any resurrection? All right, Daddy, how long has it been since?
It's been at least 10 years.
At least 10 years. In our translation, that could mean 20 years.
This is firing, but we got to see if we're getting fire to it first. So that ain't gonna help. Well, go ahead, take it off, see if we got fire in there. Let me get my key out. Let's put a little more white lightning in it.
All right, got the old man running. Will she fire up? Will she crank and run? Yo, it is, I don't hear, we haven't, you know what we haven't done?
Pour some more gas in.
Hold on. Let me do something. Oh, Daddy.
We're just not getting gas through the carburetor.
It's got water. No. Oh my gosh, look at Puddin come out. Oh.
Well, I put that in my transmission. That's good dope oil.
Oh my.
It's about that thick.
I don't even know what it's draining on. What is it draining on?
That cross member.
It ain't draining on in the bucket nowhere. Daddy, that is. Look at that. That is epically gross. All right, y'all, here we go. Start.
Take the pull wire out.
Go.
Huh?
Go, fire. Oh, we got good gas now, y'all. Look at there.
You know, all you got.
Rev's just ready to get it off the trailer.
I mean, park. When it comes off, it's off.
Let's here we go.
Do not turn it back in toward the road. Had it one time.
There it goes. There's Ole Puddin. All right, y'all. Let's see what just happened. No brakes, no brakes, no brakes, no brakes.
Owen! Go! Turn it off!
And the gas tank.
Turn it off!
The gas tank just
That was stupid. I told you.
Whew.
Watch out.
No, that is gas.
It caught fire, the car
This
caught
is
fire.
a
It didn't even hurt nothing.
do not repeat this in your
That
junkyard.
was not good. Old Puddin. All right, Old Puddin's gonna go around the block. Hey y'all, there's y'all see that cemetery right there? There are people just dying just to get out there. All right, y'all, welcome to another episode here on RevStoration. I want to thank y'all so very much for watching. Hopefully in this episode, if you're not already subscribed, we could earn your subscription. This has been a long process to make this video. I mean, it took a month of my days off to make sure we made this happen. So we're excited to share this with you. Of course, there's going to be some bouncing around in this video. I think that's important for you to know now. We're going to go back to maybe 14 months ago all the way up to present. So it's going to go from way back to right here. So if I look different, look like I gained weight or lost weight, hey, that's why. If it looks like I had more hair or less hair, that's why. So hey, y'all, we sure enough appreciate y'all watching. And Puddin is looking sweet, at least on the inside. See y'all in just a minute. Way down a dirt road, there sits an old Ford. It ain't running years, but it ain't gonna take too long. Wrestle through the bushes, turn your wrenches, sand on the point, sir. It ain't gonna take too long. Rev and the old man, Nicotine, 'cause she sure can. Gonna get it going. It ain't gonna take too long. Wrestle through the bushes, turn your wrenches, sand on the point, sir. It ain't gonna take too long. Alright, y'all, one of the things that y'all have pointed out is you have seen me use Puddin over the last, since we got Puddin running really well and I've begun to use Puddin. Many of you have pointed out some of the things that needed to be done on Puddin, especially in the interior of Puddin. And hey, guess what? I agree with you 100%. I want to talk with you sort of what and the kind of the why I do things the way I do things. And then we can sort of discuss that. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do, what needs to be done on old Puddin. So let's turn it around and just get a good look here. Yeah, I guess you can see. Let's get this off. I don't know why that's even there. Oh yeah, look at that. I mean, that dash needs some work. All right, look over here. Let's look down this way. Yep, all of that. Oh, it needs some cleanup. Look at there. I mean, that door. I mean, it just, look at that dirty floor. And guess what? Even over here, let's show you a little bit. Oh yeah, I got a little bit of a vent hole right down there. See that vent hole there? And if you look here, look at the weather stripping. Let's look on over here and this weather stripping down. Oh yeah, that's a Whistler right there. I don't know if y'all can see it. Got another one over there. Got a few. Oh yeah, look at there. I mean, that light, I don't even think the light works. Let's see. Does the light work? Oh, the light does work, but it needs a bezel over it. Yeah, look at that headliner. I hit my head there one time when I hit a bump. Look at that. I mean, it just needs, there's a lot of things that needs to be done on the interior of this truck. And hopefully in this episode, we're going to take old Puddin and we're going to really make the interior of this truck run and look like it's supposed to. How good old Puddin runs. Yep, both alternator light and the oil light comes on. Alternator light blinks a little bit, might have a loose belt. She's running, y'all. All right, let's back her on up. Nobody's behind me, I don't think. Got a little bit of a rattle back there. Alright, so as I get out of old Puddin, and of course we turn it around and look a little bit at the interior, you see there's a lot of work that needs to be done, especially in the floors. I have done absolutely nothing to the interior of this truck. Yeah, I did put tunes in it because I was going to be running it a little bit and I wanted a radio in it. So I've got a radio in the interior and I built the box. But the rest of the interior looks as ratty as the outside of this truck looks. So I'm going to be taking it on a trip later this month and we're going to be going a good distance away. And one of the things that I want to do is sort of finish Puddin as much as I can possibly finish Puddin in the next couple of weeks. So what I want to do is I've got some parts ordered for the interior, for the weather stripping. I'm going to hopefully fix the floor pans and we're going to go through the interior. Hopefully even the dash of Puddin will be repaired before I go on this trip. That really stands out a bunch, so we're going to work on that. So in this episode, I don't know all of what we'll have finished, but I know I want to have a bunch of this interior finished. So the first thing we need to do on this good looking interior is to just start tearing it down. Just start cleaning out the interior, getting everything out so that we have accessibility to work on everything inside the interior of this old truck. So let's get started. What's up, y'all? So here's the headliner. Old sweet piece of cardboard right there. Y'all, the seat's coming out. Boy, I could really use the old man or Nicky T, but I think we can make it happen. Oh yeah. Comes the seat. Y'all want to take a look in here? Good Lord, what a mess. Oh, there she is. That might even be the bill of sale. All kind of stuff. Y'all ever started working on a ride and then about maybe a fifth of the way into the project you think, why did I start this? You know, sometimes it's it'd be better if you didn't see what you have saw. I have dug in a little bit, and I think I got a lot of more work to do than I originally anticipated. Let me show you what I've done so far. Of course, just taking the seat out, and I don't know, it's just a little bit dirty. Y'all, have you ever wondered why your automobile just all of a sudden starts running really good, and you think, well, maybe, you know, that cylinder, that ring just kicked in, or that valve just seated right, or, you know, whatnot. I don't know what it is. I think mine was rust fell off. Look at there, y'all. I say, yep, that pudding needs some floor pans. Pudding, yep. I think pudding needs some floor pans. Let's go on over this side and see if, I thought the passenger side was good, but, I was wrong. Yep, got some holes here on the passenger side. So both floorboards are gonna need to be cut out and repaired. Of course, both edges is where it's at. So now I'm gonna go get the vacuum and clean as much rust out as I can, as much dirt out, clean everything up, and then we'll sort of know where we're at. Oh, gone it. Look at all them holes. Woo! That's a Sunday truck right there. Pudding is mighty. Holy. Alright, y'all, it's time to see if my vacuum actually Alright, y'all, well, the floorboard is halfway cleaned out. Alright, y'all, she's out. No gas was sacrificed except that little bit right there. So I think we're good. A little bit of fuel leakage coming out of that little bit of the pipe, but hey, we're good. Of course, I have my professional clogging up tool. Of course, this allows it to vent because the cup is not tight down on it. And of course, this is the Solo Cupinator 7000. Yep, that's a Derrickism. All right, well, we have more stuff that is missing. It's good. Of course, all of it's kind of laid in here. So now we're on to getting this dash pad off. It needs a little bit of a repair. Then we have easy access to get it off. Well, y'all, Puddin don't have a cracked dash anymore. Now Puddin's got more than one crack dash. Y'all think I can repair it? All right, y'all, progress is being made, but not the progress that we want. I finally got all my parts in. It has been probably a month since the last segment of this video. But of course, here are the pans thus far. On this side, of course, I still have a little bit of filler work to do all the way around. Of course, the top I've got to sand. I put the black rust stop on it just so it wouldn't turn into this. Now remember, I'm trying to redo the whole thing, so I've got a lot of sanding that I'm gonna have to do. Of course, the other side still has a lot of welding that I need to get done. So of course, we're knocking this out. One of the things I know is that it creates a lot of, yep, all that. You see that? Oh boy. So I don't need to be like old Mr. Clean over there, just have eye protection on. I need to have some mouth protection on too, so I'm not breathing this stuff in. So we're cleaning this up and keeping on working. All right, y'all, well, here we are at this point. Here is the interior of Puddin. Of course, we have the pans put in. Pans over there is put in. Now, are they perfect? They are absolutely not perfect, but are they gonna be good enough? They're gonna be good enough for me. So we have pans in on both sides. We're gonna sand. Let me get my igloo cooler out of here. That's my makeshift seat. So we're gonna sand all of this, get it all sanded down. We're gonna get, first we need to get the windshields out, front and back windshield. When we get these out, then I'm gonna sand all of this in the interior, put a quick coat of paint on it, get it primed down, get the paint put on it. After we get the paint put on it, I think on the floor, we're gonna do bed liner all along the floor, getting the pad. The pads are on back order, which is originally what was in the truck. And then after we get that, we'll get the seat covers, get everything put back together. Still don't have a headliner, that's still on back order. So we still have more to do, but this is where we're at this point. The windshield here, if you look at the windshield, well, these things are really difficult to work on because see, they are hard as a rock. So it is going to take a lot of effort to get all of this cut out. And hopefully we can get this windshield out in one piece. And after we're able to do that, we'll come back, get everything sanded, and begin to get some paint done on the inside. So that's where we're at. All right, I've come to find out that windows that have been in automobiles for a long time don't like to come out. So I thought it may be easier for me to cut the outside of the gasket, pull the window off, get the window set aside somewhere. And after I get the window set aside somewhere, I can come back and pull all the old hard brittle molding off. This is in really, really bad shape. I mean, it is just flaking off. If you see that, I mean, this stuff is hard as a rock. And I've got to make sure I get the window really good, because when I pull it off, I don't want the window to break. So I'm going through that process. It's going to take me forever. Yo, if I get this window out without it breaking, I mean, it's going to be a holy hallelujah. I mean, I don't really know if it's going to happen, but I tell y'all what I'm using. I'm using this, which is what most people cut rubber with, right? You just pop in there and cut that rubber. But y'all, when that rubber is about 58,000 years old and it's done turned to hard plastic, maybe you get a screwdriver. Oh yeah, that screwdriver will help. But a screwdriver on glass, that don't match. Well, then you get the old Dremel tool, and boy, it looks like I'm putting out Indian smoke signals. And I mean, it's just smoking in as many fires as we've had around here. That's the last thing in the world I want. So I'm working at this. This ain't a how-to video, I promise y'all. If y'all saw what we were doing, it'd be one of those how to not do it videos. But that side's out. Whew. side. All right, y'all, the windshield is out. Oh, y'all, this windshield heavy? Probably so. All right. Oh, there she is, y'all. Oh. All right. Woo, Lord. Man. There she is, y'all. She's thick. That's a thick windshield with 2 C's. Man, I need somewhere to put it where it's, I don't know if I want to lean it. I think I'm going to lean it, face it down like that. All right, y'all, we better watch out. Here comes the boss.
Yeah. You got a mess.
Yes, ma'am, I do. These old brittle gaskets are get on your nerves.
I can tell by the look on your face.
Am I old and brittle? So I get on your nerves sometimes. Don't come out right.
I love you always.
Oh. All right, y'all, we're chipping the bottom of this one off. I'm doing this one with just some pliers because, of course, it's got a metal ring around it. We're not worried about the window breaking. So I'm gonna try to take the bottom out, a little bit of the sides, and hopefully I can push it out and drop it out. All right, y'all, I got a bunch of it already off. Oh, there she comes. Back windshield is out. Hey, y'all want to see something that'll hog some paint off? Now, y'all don't think these are sunglasses. These are safety glasses. But watch this thing right here. Boy, it's so hog right here. Watch it. See that? Watch. Yep. Get that old surface rust off. Look at that. Woo, woo. All right, y'all. Now, if you see, this is down. Of course, this is ground down to the naked metal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a light coat of the black down in this little rust areas to make sure we stop the rust. And then we'll come back over that with sandable primer so that we can get a good smooth finish before we spray it with black. So I've got a lot of work to do. Of course, down in here, it's going to be under the door. We'll grind down the rust spots. Of course, we'll prime it with black as well and then paint the whole thing. But I'm going to focus on the area that'll be seen all the way around the truck, inside the truck, and we'll go from there because that's all that, you know. I only iron the front of my shirt on Sundays. You know why? Ain't nobody gonna see the back. I got my coat on. Why in the world? You know, I ain't gonna waste time. What you gonna waste time doing that for? So I just iron the front. You know, I don't even iron the middle part because my tie goes there. All right, y'all, well, here I am. This is day 2 of the painting project. Got a little bit done yesterday, still waiting on some things that's supposed to be done at the church. Got a few things to do today, but I'm gonna get done as much as I can. We're gonna start on the doors here. Of course, we've got everything out of the door in this section, so we're gonna tape this off. We're gonna do a little bit of taping around the door there, and then we're gonna come in, we're gonna prime this probably with some rust converter. The door is scrubbed up really well. It's not perfect. I have cleaned it, but it is going to show imperfections. That is just what it is. I mean, nothing really that I can do about that right now. So we're going to start on the door, and then, yep, we got a lot more to do. All right, y'all, after a light prime and a light dusting of the black, of course, I will look and make sure there are no imperfections. Of course, there's still going to be dents down in the bottom of the door. I didn't do any body filler. All I did is sanded the flaky rust off, got it primed, got it stopped, and then we're going to go over it again. And hopefully when we get some layers of paint, may have to come back over and do a light sand later and do a top coat. But here's the first one on the door. All right, y'all, outside of a painter getting sick on the job, do you know what the worst thing he hates to get? He hates to get runs. Yep, I need to learn my lesson. I got ahead of myself and got fast. I got about about 48 runs right here, right here. And then I got a bunch of stuff I got to fix on the door. I got ahead of myself. I heated my can up and I think it thinned the paint out. And then I just put the ooga doogas to it and just instead of like Derek says, I said, and then I got to do it over. So I'm going to do it over again. All right, post run prep, lighter rev, lighter coats, lighter. We have gale force winds, and yeah, that door is not perfect. I promise you. I've had to take all the paint all the way back off and start all the way back over, and it still has a few runs. They're not nearly as bad. Hopefully they'll level out after it dries. If you ever see it and comment about the runs in my door, you better have runs in you too, because I'm gonna take off after you, because this has been more work than I anticipated it was gonna be. I never thought it would take me 3 days to paint 2 doors. All right, y'all, we haven't given much updates because I've just been working, and then if I find 5 minutes I'm working on the interior of the truck. I'm probably trying to be a perfectionist when I'm never going to get a perfect outcome. So I need to be satisfied that the outcome that I get is perfect. So I have sanded a good bit, of course, everything that's going to be painted black. Of course, the roof line I'm not all that concerned with. I'm going to pull as much of the fibers here, pull as much of that, or vacuum as much of that as I can out. I still have to do a little bit of sanding in this area up under the seat. Of course, everything here is going to be black. It's going to be primed and it's going to be covered. I took the hump out. It's just going to be painted black. But everything else here is going to actually have bed liner put in, probably have a strip across the bottom that will not be bed linered. Everything else will be bed linered on the floor. Everything else is just going to be gloss black. Of course, I've got it sanded, but it still has the dust. So I'm going to go over and wash everything on the inside here. And I think I'm at the point now where it is just time to just start spraying. It's not going to be perfect, Rev. I'm trying to tell myself that. This job has turned into a lot more than I anticipated. It is hurt the channel because I haven't had a lot of content to put out, because all the time that I would be working on a project to make content has been one project here, and I'm not halfway done yet. So sorry, but it's Puddin's fault. Not Puddin, Oklahoma Puddin, Puddin's truck here. But hopefully I'll have a product that I'll be proud of. Y'all, this is like day 97 of the interior restoration. Yeah, Rev does restoration on his vehicles. Interior is painted. Of course, I walked in here when I was painting all of the top and all of the dash. Of course, if you see all of that, steering wheel is probably going to be done afterwards. Probably it would be good to go on and get it done and ready. But now, today, we're going to be working on this floor. We're going to put a bed liner down on the floor. So I'm going to go through and get all of the, get a lot of this tightened up, buttoned up, and then we're going to come back through with bed liner, tape a few areas off, and get ready and get that done. So this is what we're using. Of course, Walmart special. It's the JB Weld brand. You actually believe that I read the instructions? The only reason I did that is because I needed to do something while I was eating my Russell Stover's Big Bunny marshmallow and milk chocolate. But I think I know how to do it. Pretty simple. Of course, scuff up the floor, get it ready to adhere. clean it, sand it, or sand the floor, whatever you got to do to prepare it, clean it, and then after that, apply it. 2 coats should be good enough coverage. All right, y'all, here comes the first part of the application. It said dab it on, don't paint it on. So we're gonna be dabbing and painting and doing anything and all this that you can think of. So of course, this floor is not perfect. Anybody who thought it would be has never watched our channel, but I promise you it's perfect for us. This stuff goes on really well, and it covers up all of my imperfections in the floor, which is really was my intention. Right now it looks like I accidentally sprayed it with paint stripper, and it looks like the paint is bubbling up that we put on. Of course, I don't know how good the camera is doing there. Of course, it gives that grip. I went all the way to the back. I did it on both corners there. We're gonna have to do a little bit more painting in here. This is just the first coat, and they're gonna come in with a second. Of course, when we get everything else done, she's gonna be sweet. If you don't like the bed liner in the floor of the truck, then hey, I understand it, because I probably agree with you. And now we're getting ready to put the new gasket on the old glass. Of course, I'm keeping the truck the way it is. I'm keeping the glass the way it is. Of course, there's a lot of dirt down on the table, not particularly on the glass. All right, if there's an old school window repair guy that you know that he says, hey man, I'll put those windshields back in for you for 200 bucks. You slip down on the ground trying to get to the ATM quick enough to get 200 out. It's work, but hey, I'm gonna know how to do it now. I'll be able to make that $200 next time. It's a little bit of work getting this gasket in. It's supposed to be tight. If it's not tight, it's not gonna work. So it's gonna take a little bit of work, but hey, I've got my YouTube on, and I'll watch some maybe old RevStoration videos, maybe a few RevStories. No, I'll probably watch some Vice Grip Garage while I'm putting this windshield back in. Oh boy, y'all, this last 2-3 inches. Get you, boy. All right, y'all, that day has finally arrived. We're going to go now in reverse. If it is painted and ruined or painted and scratched, it's gonna remain that way until JC repaints it 25 years from now. But of course, if you look, the bed liner is in, and it is good and solid. The old man said I need to take my shoes off before I get in there with it. So first, I think we're gonna try to put the windshield in. We already showed some of the process yesterday. Y'all, there's the old man. We showed some of the process yesterday of working this around and getting this in. Like I said, if that old window repair guy says, hey, I'll charge you $200 to put it on and put it in, you say, come on, because it was hard, old man. So now what we're gonna do, I've seen some do this, some do it different ways. This is the way we're gonna do it. We're gonna run this string down in the groove here, and then me and the old man's gonna set it in where it needs to be, try to put the bottom edge, try to get the bottom edge one side in, and then I'm gonna get inside of the truck and pull, and we're gonna pull the rope, and we'll show you when we do it. We'll pull the rope, and the rope will actually it'll pull the lip here.
Hopefully pull it open like that.
Pull it open, and when the old man's putting pressure on the outside, it's going to pick it up and go over this metal lip here. And once again, this old metal lip is it's in perfect shape for being as old as it is.
It ain't rusted.
No rust holes or nothing. So we're grateful for that. We're gonna get this rope in the groove, and we're gonna get in the groove ourselves. You wanna dance, old man?
Yeah, we'll dance, we'll get it in.
We'll dance. Amen. Oops, placed on the inside. All right, y'all, that windshield is dirty. Gotta come your way. All right, let's see you. Gotta come your way.
You gotta come my way. The rubber's already. Or how far does that rubber go? Does the rubber
Well, let's
go?
set it. Let's set it. Set it out of the gap. All right. All right, is that about right?
This rubber supposed to go to the edge of the. Let me look at your side.
Well, yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna put this here.
Oh, both of them at one time?
Yep. No, don't hit it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, y'all see it is. Hold on. Let me see. I want you to get a good picture of this. It's going up and over. But we'll keep going. No, don't look. Don't hit it. Just put pressure. All right, not that much pressure. You're putting your old hip in it. Hold on. I don't think it's moving the window.
The rubber's what you push it on. The rubber's just hard to get around in corners, eh?
Yep.
So you pull when you pull up.
Nope. All right, y'all, exactly what we didn't want happen happened. So we need a windshield. Been telling you all along now, if somebody tells you that, hey, they'll put that glass in for you for $200, you should have done it. They're gonna give me a new one and put both of them in for $335. I think that's a great deal. Of course, I got all these rubber gaskets on this one, and I'll keep the gasket. The gasket's still good. Boy, I'm disappointed. But it was me. I'm glad I did it, not the old man. I did it right, old man.
Me too. Me too.
Oh, it was frustrating, but you live and learn. All right, y'all, so in my immense frustration, we're gonna start recovering the seats here. So we're gonna take these seat covers off. Y'all, while we wait, of course, we've got the seat in, we got the fuel tank in. We're gonna start putting some weather stripping in around here. And look at there, we've got the padded dash. The most, well, yeah, I guess still the most expensive piece that we have reinstalled to this point. Of course, this, I think the tan leather looks really good. Of course, the old man said, well, you ought to painted the door tan or put this tan, but I'm gonna have some tan sun visors up here, and we've got something special we're gonna be doing to the headliner. Well, weather stripping adhesive glue. Put it on until it's tacky, and then put your weather strip on. Glad to be at this point. But if you look, that gasket is just going to be brittle and break. Y'all reckon I don't really, this may have still had some goodie left in it. Maybe. I'm gonna go through and get all this chipped out, broke off, and after we get all that done, we'll come back and we'll get all this reinstalled. Rotate the glass is sitting in here cockeyed, so I'm gonna rotate the glass and get it put back in the track, and then I will be able to snap this in on the other side of the glass so that it'll be on the track on both sides. Got a habit of breaking glass today. With my prayer, that's not gonna happen with this. I say that, now I'm hitting something. All right, y'all, now a great big test. Is the window gonna roll up? Oh, a little tighter than normal, which is a good thing. Well, look at that window. Man, I thought I said I painted on it. Well, I did. I actually came back and cleaned it. Still got more down here I've got to clean, either on the inside or the outside. But the window's in, the seals are in. Now I can reassembling everything else on the door. This ought to be done. Then I got to get that side. One door down except my lock. I want to purchase a nicer one. Probably need a new window crank too, but hey, it's there. And back up, there's the door. So now on to that one. All right, y'all, today's the day. Hopefully today is the final day, day 700. No, it seems like that. We have done a lot of days, of course. Man, I hate it that it's taken so long. That's one of the reasons that I need to learn when I'm doing a restoration to break it down in different segments. I didn't do that on this one, and it's taken me a long time to get a video out. Hopefully it's going to be a good one. Hopefully you'll enjoy it and give it a thumbs up and a like and a comment and a share, and hey, all these things that would help our channel out a bunch. Hadn't put a video out in a while. Hopefully we'll have more coming up right after this, but today's going to be the day. Got a guy coming that's going to put a windshield and going to put the back glass back in it. The reason why is because me and the old man have a tendency of breaking them. You might have saw in one of the last clips. So got a fella coming in to do that. We were going to buy one from Melvin's Classic Ford in Conyers, Georgia. We'll put their information down here below. Great people. I mean, do a fine job. They're really close to me. I can just go and pick stuff up. Was going to buy a glass there, but this fella said he had one and he could put it in for me for a very reasonable price, and I was excited about that. Hopefully we're going to get the interior done, everything completed today. Y'all, Puddin just looks so mad. I mean, look how mad he looks. I mean, got his glasses off. I mean, the doors look good, but I mean, come on, man. All right, y'all, we're going to be working seam seal. Got to put the center hump in. Got to have seam seal on the bottom. I painted it, then we can put it back in. So that's what I'm doing now. All right, y'all, sometimes you need more than I've got two set of hands. Oh, door just shut.
So you have one set of hands.
I got one set of hands. I need two set of hands. I'm going to get under the truck, don't hit the neutral pedal, and I'm going to hold this in the right spot, and you're going to screw the bolt down on the top. You good with that, Nick T?
Okay.
Boy, isn't it awesome to have a good looking wife that also don't mind turning a wrench. Woo, woo. Chick couldn't have done it without you.
Yeah.
Well, certainly got to get the professionals to do it. All right, y'all, Anderson's glass, got the glass put in it, but I paid him and he left. We had some kind of a time putting this front glass in, and we couldn't get the oil off of it, and Nikki T said, I can get the oil off. What'd you do, girl?
Dawn and hot water.
Oh, yeah. That
No
Dawn
more
dish
oil.
detergent.
No more grease.
Hey, I ain't fussing at you. There's some in the middle.
Get your long arms up here.
All right, y'all, I'm gonna clean the glass because Nikki T said so. What'd you just say to me, Nikki T?
I said, what does a mermaid wash her fins with?
What?
Tide.
Dad joke. All right, y'all, I had to make a hospital run, so it's late, and I got my phone out. I put it in this boom mat because, you know, I mean, you gotta have boom mat. All it is thermal acoustic control, and of course it deadens a lot of the sound when you beat on it. So it's gonna go up under the headliner, and got one more side to do. There's a few things that I'm proud of in this life. Of course, I'm ever so grateful and proud that I have a relationship with Jesus. I'm grateful for my family and my faith family and all of you that watch here on YouTube. Y'all have been a blessing to our family, and we thank y'all so very much for that. But another blessing is being able to have this old truck. This old truck sat at my old man's place for a long time. Of course, we got it running, and I wanted to make it a respectable daily driver. Now, many of you say, hey, put a paint job on the outside. No paint job. I've got a little bit more work I need to do to the hood here. But this is going to be what the outside looks like of Puddin. But hey, I want to give you the final reveal of the interior of Ole Puddin. I'm proud of it. Some things I wish would have turned out better, but hey, it's mine, and I'm excited, and I did most of it except the windshields. Hey, I tried. I broke the windshield, and I helped putting the good one in. But let me show you. Of course, here's Ole Puddin. sort of got a bath. I just washed the pollen off of it. Not only did I wash the pollen off of it, while I was washing the pollen off of it, it actually started hailing or sleeting or something. It's springtime, should be hail, but it's cold, so it must be sleet. So it's pretty rough, but I'm excited. Here it is. Of course, the outside of Puddin, I know you don't want to see it. You say, hey, what are you keeping, Puddin? I keep an old Craftsman chainsaw that cranks on about the 337th pull. Of course, thing of gas. I got a spare tire that don't hold air, and one for the Falcon that don't have anything on it. And I've got carburetor stuff and stethoscopes and all kind of stuff in here. But we want to see the inside. We don't want to see the outside. But hey, I got to show you Ole Puddin. Ole Puddin's been on the road today, went and filled his tank up. And Ole Puddin's looking good on the outside. Yep, RevStoration, Ole Puddin. And of course, all of our YouTube information for people to come take a look at it. The old 289 is running slick as it can. But are y'all ready for the reveal? Are you ready for me to open up the inside of the truck? Or I think you're ready. Here it is, y'all. Dun, 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 dun. Here it is. Now, I don't know if y'all can see that all that well. Yep, but here's the saddle, sort of leather interior. I think the seat cover looks really good in here. Of course, it was burgundy, if you've seen the before and after pictures. Yep, but here is the sort of painted. I need to do more work on the steering wheel. I just did that kind of rather quickly. Of course, I painted the bezel. This should be black, but I didn't have enough time to get all that done. Thanks to Melvin's Classic Ford in Conyers. I'll put their number, their information right down here. These are some awesome people who helped me out with some interior stuff. Hey, y'all got more to buy. Of course, if you see, the interior was not able to replace this. It needs it. Got the, if you look up top, I don't know if you can see that. Can y'all see that? Yep, that's it is what you think it is. I put a Christian flag on the top of the headliner. It looks okay. It does not look as good as I was hoping it would look. It's got a few ripples in it, but of course I've got the matching visors there. All the rubber, of course, all the weather stripping has been redone. I've got to get I actually have to get something to make my headlight, my dome light work. The new padded dash, this is what held up the rebuild for so long. This padded dash took me over a year to get, and it's $500. But I think it looks good sitting in its place. Of course, if you look at the base, here is what the I put a bed liner material on the bottom. Of course, it has new pans on both sides. I could not find a pad that goes all the way across, so we have these floor mats in, sort of match this. New seals, of course, new weather stripping all the way around on the glass, everything throughout. So I don't know if y'all are proud of this, but I know I'm proud of it. So without any further ado, we thank y'all so very much for watching. Y'all have been an extreme blessing to our family. We hadn't put out a video in a month. We apologize for that. We're hoping to have more content. If you're here this long, I want to tell you why. Of course, I only have maybe 1.5 days where I can work on a vehicle. And because I'm a full-time pastor, and I love that, that's my calling, but I also love doing this, and I want to make content for y'all. So I'm not making excuses. But this took a whole lot more than 1.5 days. And I don't have any backlogs of footage, which is what I need. So we've got more coming. We've got some things we're gonna do that we can get out hopefully weekly. But hey, for the interior of Ole Puddin getting done, I'm ever so pleased that it's complete. I'm gonna drive her to church tomorrow and show Ole Puddin off as much as I can. If y'all have enjoyed this, if y'all are grateful for the content we put out, hey, do us a big favor. Give us a thumbs up, give us a like, give us a comment, even share our channel. I think it would be great if you could share our channel for us. We don't ask for much. Y'all already bless us immensely by watching our videos, and we thank y'all so very much. So hey, without any further ado, let's see if we can give you actually a little bit of before and after footage. Hey, I don't want y'all thinking Ole Puddin don't run. Woo, 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 woo. Let's go, Puddin, let's go. Give you the old deuces. May God bless. Hey, we want to thank y'all again for watching this video. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you can do so by clicking this button down below, or you can watch a video that may be suited for you or a recent upload here down below. So once again, we thank you for watching. Deuces. May God bless.